Alright guys, so today we are going to be taking a look at the Mosu Ensemble. So I just got them today from Hobby Link Japan. So pretty exciting obviously. So we are going to be taking a look at this one first. I just want to show you guys that I do have two boxes. So these are going to be, this is actually my first time taking a look at it as like a complete set, because usually I would get them kind of like, you can say, not really use how they're describing it. It's more like people already open them and then see what they are, like the content of it. But this time around, we are hopping in like literally blind. We don't know what we're getting, and I don't know if we are going to be able to complete the whole set. I assume we can, because the box of these does come in 10. So once we open up this case, we should find ourselves 10 of these. So I think we might potentially find some dupes as well, like some just extra copies of them. So let's kind of, oh wow, they actually look really nice. Oh my gosh. So imagine you're hopping into like I don't know, like a grocery store, like something like that, and you find yourself a box of this and you're like, snap, let me buy one real quick, and this is what it looks like. So it's gonna look like that. So pretty typical of the box. If you're not rolling on the actual gashapon, this is what you are looking at. So okay, let's kind of take a look at it. So it looks like the whole box got revamped as well. I'm pretty sure some of the older one does not look like that, but okay, let us actually crack open one of these. I don't know what's the best way. Oh, let me take a look at it. Oh no, okay, this one is light. This one is a little bit heavy. Oh, this one is really heavy. Okay, I'm trying to I'm trying to, okay, this, oh no, I assume these two are maybe the weapon set, or this one is probably the support for the TR6 right there. Oh, this one is light as well. Okay, all right, I think I'm done. I am going to crack open this one first for the first one. All right, and then after that, I am probably gonna build all of them, or at least I'll crack open all of them first so we know what we have. And then after that, I am going to build them off camera, and then we will come back around and take a look at what we have. So first opening, we have ourselves the TR6, right? Yeah. So oh, that's not it. So we got this unit right here. So that's good. I think this is actually a pretty nice unit to have, especially in this small format. So I'm actually really excited to combine these two together, because you guys can see this one is just the TR6, and then we have the support unit. So that should be amazing. All right, so I assume this one is probably the supports, I want to say. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm carefully trying to open these and not trying to rack them in any way, because I think what's end up gonna happen, I think I might actually, I don't know how I'm gonna give away the extras that I have. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but what is this one? Looks like, yep, this one is going to be the weapon set, or is it not? It's actually, what? Yeah, it is the weapon set. Huh. On here is actually, it looks like it's a pure white color, but on here is actually the actual, like the a kind of like a lighter green, or kind of like a lime, or yeah, lime color, if you guys have seen that. Sure. So we do have our first weapon box over there. So I am gonna open everything up, and then we are going to, I'm just gonna tell you guys what I have at the end. So let me crack all of them open, and then we'll be back. Alright, so got them done. So I actually did complete building them like a long time ago, but it's just that I didn't have the time to actually sit down and record them. And we pretty much have everything, and then we actually have an extra on here. So I'll talk about the extra in just a little bit. Guess we can start off with F91, because this is kind of like the box headlining unit. So overall, the F91, this looks pretty good. We got the Whispers in the back, and then we also do have the beam bazooka that we have. So these are all from the options set, so I did include everything that would be in the options pack, in like the weapon pack in the unit as well. So I think I'll definitely talk about the one that are the option pack, but this is the base F91 and it does looks pretty nice. The articulation on some of the older models aren't going to be as great, especially when we are taking a look at the arm section, like especially trying to raise it up like this is not going to be as good as some of the other ones. Like I want to say starting from the Ensemble like 20 plus, I think they start to get a lot more better, but these are still pretty good in terms of the leg department. They still have the same joint, so poses like these you can still pull up effortlessly, so that looks pretty nice. And we can just kind of tuck in the bazooka in here as well to kind of get just 2 weapons firing in, so we do have that. The gimmick part about the F91 in terms of the weapon set, they give you the bug, so you have this. You can kind of separate it if you do want to kind of pose it separately so it looks like you have more. But other than that, whoops, you can actually just combine them and you can connect like an action base onto here, and then you can have it looks like F91 is either attacking this one or hitting the F91 depending on how you want to do it. The other cool thing about this one, actually, if we take out all of these, we can actually take the Whisper and then you can separate them in half, and they give you 2 handles. You can just plug in like this, and then you can actually hold it in the hand. I think you can do it this way. I think this way is the more proper way of doing it, because it kind of swing underneath, so you can have like this if you want. So that's kind of cool actually that they have that, so that's really nice. And not to mention that this set also does come with beam saber. So the beam saber you can pretty much equip to any of the Ensemble unit you want. It's not really designated to anyone, so you can actually just have this kind of swinging as well. So overall looks pretty cool, and you do have the action base that comes with it. That is actually the one that I have on this unit right here, so we do have that. But other than that, that is pretty much it for the F91. So I guess the next one we can talk about is actually this one here. So this one is actually a 2-in-1 kit. We have the Hazen Dry II. So the Hazen Dry is actually just the unit itself, and then in terms of the additional one, we have, I think it's the Hrududu. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing the support unit correctly, but this is actually a very interesting one to be looking at, because all of these armors that you have, like this one over here that connects from here and it connects all the way to here, this is actually from a separate unit. So the separate unit actually connects to this support, kind of like the main core of this over here. So it does not look anything aesthetically pleasing on here, but once you get docked into the Hazen Dry, this is what you're looking at. So this looks pretty cool, and honestly there's not much you want to do with this one, because like just having it like this is already looking really cool. So I'm not really going to be moving a lot. So this piece actually is a I think this one I want to say is an additional piece that you can attach on, and you guys can see that the event we do have the traditional Gundam mask right there, but regularly we would have been using this one over here. So this is kind of like a spike mask in a way. So this is the one that it would originally come in, but other than that, I think swapping to this one actually just looks 10 times better. Yeah, we obviously do have the booster shield right here, so this one now acts as kind of like a ranged weapon. But I mean, other than that, this unit just kind of stands on its page, because you guys can see the legs themselves, they cannot really support the overall weight of just the Hazen Dry. So this is just always sitting in the kind of in the shelf, just in the back row, because there's nothing this unit can do. But yeah, but to me, I think this definitely takes it away by being one of the more pretty cool and just intriguing unit to be looking at. So the next one we are looking at is going to be the Gun Easy. I think that's what they're actually called, if I'm not mistaken. But usually you will get this one. So this is kind of like the standard package one, where it's you have like the standard shoulder piece, we have the standard armament, we have the shield, we have the bazooka, and then we also do have a beam rifle that looks like that. So this is just the base model itself. But once you do have the weapon set, you can transform the base Gun Easy into something like this. So we have a new shoulder piece right here, some missiles, and we have like a kind of like a, I don't even know what you want to call this one, kind of like a Gatling gun type weaponry, and we have more up top. So in terms of the weapon pack for this one, if you are able to roll it, it's actually quite good because you are getting a lot in value. And just having more than one grunt Bulbasaur is always just nice to post around. So this is definitely, in my opinion, just a nice grab to have. But other than that, this one just posts regularly. So you can just bend it like this if you want to have like this, and have this one apart as well. So this one is cool and pretty versatile. But my only complaints about this set is there are a lot of parts that just like to fall off, especially these thrusters right here. They tend to fall off easily, so you guys may want to just super glue them. I don't even think that's like a bad option by any means, but you guys can definitely do that. In terms of the base one, we obviously do just have the bazooka that we have, and we can actually just borrow the beam saber from F91 and just kind of plug it in right here if you do want that. So that's cool. Other than that, if you do not want to use the bazooka, you prefer using the beam rifle, you can store the bazooka on the back. So you can just do this, and then we can grab this beam rifle and just attach it on a swallow. So you can have it kind of posing this direction now, I guess. Having the beam saber swing this way and this way. So that looks pretty cool. But other than that, that is pretty much it in terms of the Mobile Suit Ensemble number 8. There's not really a lot of things to talk about because there's only 3 mobile suits, and then 2 of them are actually support units and just a weapon set pack. But other than that, pretty cool for the collection purposes, especially the fact that now I have 2 of the gun easy. Having more than one grunt mobile suit is always good when they have variation to it, so definitely pretty nice. But other than that, that is going to be it for me, and I will catch you guys all on the next one.